Yeah, I think I think you can. The most of the one blockchain because of the VM. ICP. ICP can. Actually, ICP can.
Do you just stay a little bit longer to listen? Yeah, to the demo of the project for later, and you can have a discussion. I think you can grab a table somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so everyone, our judges, come. And for those who hasn't uploaded their project, do upload it, like post it on the link. Like post your project on the link that in the group. Has our link been? 我们的 link 就在那上面对吧？我手机没在上面。So the link is in the group, and if you haven't posted your project, just like insert your project inside of the link. And so we will start our demo day. And Audrey, where's Audrey? Huh? Huh? Yeah, okay. And I think we have another judge, right? I think we have here. Yeah. The lady is not. She's not a judge. The lady just came.
Judges here.
Okay.
And also John, already familiar with, and also Clint, you're also already familiar with. Yeah.
So we, I think we will start our demo day and start with our first project, and each will have, I think altogether, the project will have 10 minutes. And you can adjust your time, how much you want to present, how much you want to talk to the judges and the audience. And we will have a break in now it's in 4 o'clock, and we have some tea and drinks and refreshments. So we wouldn't like last time, everyone is thirsty and hungry. And after that, after everything finished, and we feel free to stay here and order some grabs and discuss as we talk this week. We want to stay a little bit longer and to discuss with each other with the project, and feel free to stay and order wraps. Okay, so we will have our first project. Yeah, the bundle list link. Yep.
Thank you, everyone. Hi, I'm Rashmi, and this is my project. It's called Boundless Ink. So one of the reason I started thinking about this project is a few days before, a few months before, when I was trying to purchase a book which was written by some of my peers. It wasn't, I wasn't allowed to do so because of the copyright issues and geofencing. So, oh gosh, I'm so nervous. Okay, I'll restart. So, okay, hi everyone. So, a few months before, I was trying to purchase a book which was published by my peers, and this was a book which was on DAOs and everything in the ecosystem which I work in. And so the authors were from US, and they published this book under the US copyright publishing. And even though it was published online through digital domains, and I wasn't able to purchase it because, US copyright issues, and my credit cards were declined. So I later realized that, hey, what are these things? The three main problems that I had was I wasn't able to purchase the book with crypto. Secondly, it was geo-blocked because I was from India trying out my Indian credit cards, and it was blocked. And then thirdly, it was even though if we purchase books in these digital platforms, because of the digital nature of it, it's kind of like licensed to you. You're only purchasing the licensing rights, even on Amazon, even on Kindle. I know that there are a lot of us who use pirated websites and everything, but there is still a market, large market, who do publish, do purchase books. So this past week, I've been just reading and doing some research about what exactly was the history of publishing, why exactly do publishing houses exist. So I started, this is the timeline that I mapped out. The source of this was Britannia Publications, where they wrote up a whole blog of how book publishing, newsletter publishing, and things started. So yeah, the print press originated in China with the block printing, and but it wasn't exploited as well until Germany invents a movable type printing press, and then moving on to like early mass publishing, where the printing and everything was just used for like pamphlets, newspapers, sharing news. And then copyright publishing industry emerged, where like there was this copyright law when things started, when we started sharing more books and everything. So initially, one thing I learned was okay, so initially, the risks of financial risk and legal risk was distributed with the authors, the printers, and the booksellers. But then as we started doing industrial publishing, publishing houses became a thing where they streamlined this whole process of selection, editing, and then design, and then also production and distribution of books. And then came the legal risk and financial risk of doing so. So that is the reason why publishing houses exist. And like if you look at the timeline, in today's age, we also have like AI and Web3 publishing, where a lot of content is generated through AI. We still don't have like a foolproof methods on how exactly we combine AI-generated content with human-generated ones. There is still research going on, watermarking and stuff. But yeah, it's still being researched upon, and it's still emerging on how we can use Web3 native platforms to publish content, especially IP and stuff. So the role of a publisher is, yeah, as I mentioned before, it's selecting and curating what content to publish, and which has educational value, cultural value, or commercial value, and then editing and development of those books, be it proofreading, design, how to share it and everything. And then production, oversee book design, typography, language, translations, and everything. And then marketing and distribution. Yeah, I think it's a bit self-explanatory. They map out the channels and where they can publish it and market it, be it in events or be it in libraries and everything. And then the financial and legal responsibility comes within this is where the copyright things come in, whether it's published in the same country, in which, how are they exactly published? Is it available to be published in other countries, etc.? So for the initial thinking, for the initial MVP side of things, the features that I'm thinking is just to solve my own problem that I faced. If a book was published with Web3 native platforms where it was published as NFT and I was able to purchase it with crypto, and it had like a nice launch page for books. These are the three initial features that solve the problem that I faced. And I'm thinking long term, if this would have to be turned into like a product thing, I wouldn't want to take approach of just another book publishing platform where someone else comes in, they share their book, and then it's done. The reason I'm thinking a bit more towards like, how could I build this as a tech stack or a feature that can be added upon already existing book publishing platforms. The reason is I mean, if it was another book publishing platform where it has like new fun features, it doesn't take care of the distribution. Like already existing platforms like Goodreads, Kindle, and everything, they have awareness, they have people go to them by default. If it were another platform just like that, but with Web3 features, I don't think it will be enough for people to switch to another platform just to buy it with crypto. There is already payment innovations going on, regardless how to integrate crypto systems and everything. So I'm thinking of doing this as like a tech stack kind of thing. I don't have full clarity on how it's going to be, but I would want to start with just building an MVP which has initial features where it solves my problem, and then I would share it around and see how people feel about it. So yeah, this is all I have to share right now. I still have a long way to go on addressing research and everything, but I'd like your thoughts and questions. Yeah, don't hesitate, and yeah. Any thoughts and any questions? Is the problem that I'm trying to solve clear? Judges.
I think it could be clearer. I felt like there's like a lot of background information that didn't add to the strength of the pitch.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you want to get like more to the point, like try to draw like the audience in more with like, if you're gonna have some information, use it to like, and this is why, this is the publishing platform of today.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like the whole history of publishing,
Yeah.
we don't really need to know so much unless it's like this is the next
Highly
big thing
relevant.
kind of
Okay.
thing. Like this is the Gutenberg press of today.
Okay.
Yeah, and also some market opportunities, the market share of the no matter publishing or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we do some marketing analysis.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more like the demo, not just the. I think for the storytelling part, it's so long. Yeah, you need to tell the audience or tell the judges what you really want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think pretty much similar feedback. Where I think the second slide where they have history, probably can put it more like bullet point because you have a lot of text. People won't try to read the text, so that's really affecting a bit. But you put it like a bullet point or more to the point to illustrate basically could be a slide for stating why there's a problem. That would probably be more concise and people will understand better. And then when you present, you can just mention something very high level, historical, and don't spend too much time to people get lost. Also another thing, the reason why the pitch is really very short is because people's attention span is really short.
Okay.
So you want to make sure you deliver the most, whatever you want to deliver in 3-5 minutes, so they have an impression. Because pitch could have 12 or 20 pages in 3-5 minutes, so you need to stand out from
Okay.
those pitches. So that's why you want to be concise.
Okay. Do you guys have any feedback and thoughts on the problem that I'm trying to solve with publishing and stuff? Or was that not clear at all?
I think it is clear, but yeah, you can make it more concise because like you took like a few tries at it.
Yeah.
So it seems like maybe it is clear to you, but how you express it isn't. Like information is global, but
Yeah.
books are not.
Yeah.
Something like that.
More like the short sentence, just tell the current situation, something like that. Yeah, and also I think the first is background, which is the problem you are facing and you are trying to solve. And the second is the market share about that market, something market share, market something like that. And the third is very important is that your solution, how you gonna be solve this problem. Yeah, I think nowadays maybe you need to add more things on the solution part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll work on that. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'll pass on to the next one.
Yes.
Imara.
We'll have around 10 minutes, so when it comes to 5 minutes, I will show this, and so you know, and you can control your time. Do you want to spend more time deliberating, or do you want to spend more time to talk to the audience? Yeah. Okay.
So, hi everyone, my name is Alan Robinson, and I am the co-founder of Imara. So at Imara, we believe that talk is cheap, and we believe that Imara is the future of blockchain collaboration. So what's the reality, right? People build projects, people have a lot of promising projects, people in hackathons assemble teams, build, and what's next after the hackathon, right? Teams disband, right? So I'll go down through some of the problems. So first, blockchain builders can't find reliable, committed team members. So also, after getting the team and after building stage, what happens next? People disband. Also, current collaboration platforms don't enforce accountability, so you can't find or can't track how teams collaborate, right? And also, the fourth one is like residencies or pop-up builder programs can't monitor projects, right? And cannot know or track the projects from idea to execution. So this is an example of I have been building in certain residencies, for example, Lisk, Optimism, Celo, and now I'm Shanhaiwoo. So what's the solution, right? So Imara is meant for 3 people, right? It's meant for ideators, people who have ideas, builders or contributors, and also pool investors who are the pop-up city, certain environments, right? So in our category, we are focusing on Web3 collaboration platforms. And why we win is because we enforce people putting skin in the game. What do I mean skin in the game? People must take to contribute to projects, right? And then how it works is very easy. It starts from listing your idea, and then you list the resources that you require, and then the building phase starts and till up to execution. So where do we stand between our competitors, right? So I'll start with Gitcoin. Gitcoin focuses more on grants, bounties, open source project funding, but they do not track how team commitment, how the project overview went. We go to DoraHacks. DoraHacks focuses on global hackathons, grants, and such. Yeah. HackQuest, the same case, developer education and hackathons, right? But we focus on the journey. We focus on how was the project building phase until you get to be funded. So this is our traction so far. We won at the Ethiopia Hackathon at February this year. And what's next formed is we had our pilot phase collaborating with Nairobi and Kisumu back then in Kenya. And we have a waiting list of 120 users, both innovators and developers. And we partnered with 2 communities, Web3 Clubs and Web3 Way Africa. So our business model is a subscription-based, based on the features that our application offers. and then also the gas fees for projects taken into teams. So this is what is my ask. So my ask currently is collaboration with pop-up builder residencies. Because right now I'm Shanhaiwoo. That's my first priority. And also I am looking for an AI developer with an expertise in agentic workflows, and also early adopters to test my project. So yeah, and also these are end year projections for 3 months of 2025. So what we project currently is to get 50 projects on board and 500 users active on our application, and also at least 3 global partnerships with pop-up residencies. Yeah, so this is my team. We are a team of 4. And yeah, that's it. That's my project. If you want to test it, this is the website, and also for our socials, you can find it there. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of wording on the slides, especially for like the competitor matrix. People are used to seeing like, yeah, of course the company, and then at top there'll be the feature, and then it'll be like check or X, and then, you know, for you usually want to have more checks.
Okay.
Because like if I'm in the audience, maybe I don't have my glasses, I can't even read.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you're just, yeah, it's too much.
Too much. Okay.
And especially for like the following slides, it's a lot. And then we talked about this like on yeah, Tuesday, but I'm not sure like what the staking feature brings. Like, how does it draw more users or make them more sticky? Maybe it's like, okay, we have this, and yeah, I think you could articulate like why people should do this. Okay, you should have like some statistic at the beginning.
Okay.
Thousands of projects are submitted to hackathons every week.
Yeah.
But 99% don't go anywhere. Like something like that. Despite them being like great projects. How could we keep teams building? Especially when companies are funding these problems to be solved.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then it could like, all right, here's how we do it. We focus more on long-term incentives instead of these short-term incentives, where, you know, instead of maybe the slashing, like you get milestone payments for reaching them, like how close you are to finally solving the problem. Because like a lot of those programs, they have sponsors.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Optimism, they're trying to solve something. They didn't hire some like team to do it, and your team's building towards that goal for them.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just scan the QR code and go into your website. I think the sentence and the information in website is more clear.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think, yeah. So I think maybe you could add more features from your website.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think overall, I think it's structured, which I have a clear ask and have an action item, which is great, as well as the end, where you have Twitter website, you guys can follow up with you.
Yeah.
I agree, like the point of competitors, kind of confusing, because a lot of slides you probably, you're presenting, you only like have 30 seconds or 40 seconds to present the content. You don't know people spend like 15, 20 seconds reading instead of paying attention to. But what I think John said was great, do more graphic, like check or something.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, next on ShonOS.
Hi everyone. Hi. Hi. My name is Cindy. I'm presenting on-chain OS. On-chain OS is the deployment, a secure deployment infrastructure for the agentic economy. So, yeah. So, as I had previously mentioned last week, one of the major challenges that we have right now in terms of, deploying and, trusting AI-generated smart contracts is that 90% of the AI-generated smart contracts never get deployed. And this is, to be able to fully understand how this is very, 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 sad, it's because when you check the recent statistics, it shows that on every day we have 10,000 smart contracts being deployed across all the chains. And this is just 10% of the smart contracts which make it to see either testnet or mainnet. Now imagine 90% of these smart contracts, they never even get to a testnet. They just lay dormant in repositories and just local environments. So this shows you we have a very big pandemic of we are using AI models to generate smart contracts, but they never even make it to blockchain. So what happens exactly to lead to this, model whereby we generate smart contracts, but they never get it to mainnet? One of the challenges is we have we generate the AI smart. I mean, we generate the smart contracts using the models, right? So we use cloud, and we also use, Casa, or we use the Web3 native models which are coming up, right? What will happen is, first, AI models are very fancy code generators. They are getting really good at generating code. But up to that, code generation is just one process in the entire pipeline on how this smart contract will make it to a testnet or mainnet. One of the challenges is you now either have to use copy pasting if it's not an IDE that you have to use manually. So you have to now copy paste this smart contract to the tools that you want to use to be able to deploy to your smart contract to either mainnet or testnet. And you have to fight with configurations, configuring whether it is your Foundry, whether it is your Hard Hat if you still use Hard Hat, all of these tools which are being used across all of these chains. Once you configure everything, another challenge is you need security. One of the things we've realized is, yes, part of the reason why, a very big reason why part of this AI-generated smart contracts never even make it to mainnet or testnet in the first place is that trust in the smart contracts is generally very low, because what security vulnerabilities do we have in these AI-generated smart contracts? It's getting really good in terms of syntax, but what about business logic issues? So generally, we have a very big trust in the AI-generated smart contracts. Those are some of the very big challenges that we have in, the pipeline of, I've generated my smart contract, how will it get to mainnet? We have configuration issues, we have developer tooling issues, and then we have the trust issues in the generated smart contracts in itself. So where does on-chain OS come in? So we're trying to provide a bridge between the AI platforms which are generating this code themselves and the developers, and also who want to deploy their smart contracts. So we're going to provide APIs. We're going to integrate them to the AI platforms. And recently, because of the security side, we are also collaborating with an agentic cybersecurity platform. So how it's going to work exactly is that using on-chain OS, we're going to provide the infrastructure for both the Web3 native models, so AI models that are coming up, such as Nora. And we've seen the future is most of these chains are going to build their own models. We've seen it already. Example, in the Stacknet ecosystem, they have their own Cairo Coder AI agent for, generating Cairo code specifically. So we've seen the future is most of these chains will come up with their own their own AI models. So we'll be servicing them also. So we'll be providing the infrastructure for them to be able to deploy to enable their developers in ecosystems deploy their smart contracts efficiently, and not just deployment. We're going to, through the collaborations we're making, we're going to also ensure that in terms of auditing, it is as seamless and automatic as possible. So the work of the developer is just to, okay, after the AI agent has, or the AI model has generated its smart contract, it's like, manual, okay, test for me this code. That's where the cybersecurity platform comes in. It will be able to provide seamless auditing for the same smart contract that is generated, provide, the potential vulnerabilities that it catches across this, and then be able to have the back and forth until the smart contract is ready for deployment. So, yeah. So this is just a high-level overview of how the architecture will look like. Like I said, although we have put the ChatGPT Casa cloud AI models there, we'll still be targeting the native, the Web3 native models at first, because the big models like ChatGPT Casa, they probably are too mainstream, so they're probably not, be interested in the exactly blockchain side of things, since they're more generalistic models. So we'll be focusing on Web3 native LLMs. So we'll be providing for them the deployment APIs. So what happens is when the user is using either the IDE, or by the IDE it means the development environment for the developer, or they're just prompting the AI model, they'll just say, okay, deploy for me this smart contract after the back and forth in terms of auditing has happened. So this will just prompt our development APIs that will help them, deploy the smart contracts in either testnet or mainnet. So what we mean by session keys is security. Everything still boils down to security. So we don't want a scenario whereby people are submitting their private keys to AI models so that they can be able to deploy their smart contracts. So they will still connect with their wallets, but we'll be providing temporary session keys for them so that this session key, if it's just for deployment, you just deploy it and then it evaporates. So how does this work? Right now we have smart wallets, so account abstraction. So instead of having externally owned account models like MetaMask, right now the future is smart contract wallets. So we can be able to write that logic for the smart contract wallets that I just want session keys per every person who's connecting their account. This is, you create session keys for them so they can be able to put limits. So if I don't want my deployment to, be more than $5, if I don't want any sort of enforcements you want in terms of your wallets, you can be able to use that using the logic for the session keys. So this is just a higher level overview of the architecture. So in terms of our competitors, we still haven't found direct competitors yet. So we've seen manual auditing is still super expensive. It's very manual, and it's just for the most enterprise people who can be able to afford. So the normal developer can't be able to afford auditing. But then in terms of basic deployment tools and in terms of hardware and Remix, they are mostly for, experts or people who are experienced in Web3 development. So we are trying to create, we're trying to still ensure that the new developers who are coming in the space, they can be able to still understand how to develop very quickly and quickly prototype and still give them the security that they need. So our go-to market strategy is first for the first 2 years, we're going to first deal with the direct to the developer model. So we'll just make a premium model and figure out how we're going to make the conversion rate be higher. So at first, we'll just integrate it in the form of extensions. So the developers will come in, they will find our extensions in VS Code, in Nora, which is IDE, and any other Web3 native IDEs. And then we'll give them like 3 deployment per month, which are free. But then for Pro, they'll have the added security aspect of it. And so for enterprises, this will really focus more on the cybersecurity AI partnership, because they have much more to lose since they'll be handling deployments at a much larger scale. So we'll give them compliance dashboards, audit trails, and also custom policies, like I said, in terms of the session keys and any other policies that they want to enforce. And then now for AI platform skills, we're still, as we continue, since right now, most of these AI native models are still in the R&D phase, so they're still coming up. So we'll still be building our product as we, build with the AI models themselves. So Nora, Rupik, Cloud, so we'll be expanding to the AI platform. So yeah, so this is the team. So I'm in charge of infrastructure. We have our team member Frank, who's in charge of the DeFi and AI research side, and then we have Chris, who's in charge of the smart contracts side. So yeah, so the whole point of on-chain OS is we want to provide infrastructure that will transition all of these AI models from just fancy code generators to actual on-chain actors. And as you've seen, the future is also autonomous smart contracts, etc. As we continue building an AI agents economy, we want to build the infrastructure that will enable these AI agents to become executors in the AI, in the Web3 ecosystem. Yes. Yeah.
I think it is great. We could see a lot of progress during the 1 week, and you have improved all you learned from no matter John, Queenie, strategy, go-to-market, Kun, and also lots of the Queenie from the revenue side, from how the competitor something side. I think it's wonderful. I think this is what of our most project need to improve. You have learned a lot of workshop during last 2 weeks, and just use what you learned from the workshop to improve your deck and the presentation.
Any questions?
I have a question. So you said like the code generation part, you have cursor, etc. And you said you will use Web3 native LLM for code generation. Is there already such a LLM there? Or
Yes.
I'm actually not.
Yes. Example, we had one of the teammates from Nora come in. Already they have it. It's mostly Solidity. But then the one that is actually in production, it's called Cairo Coda. Just cairocoda.com. So it's specifically for the Cairo smart contracts in the Stacknet ecosystem. So yeah, it's currently in production.
That's usable?
Yes. Yeah, it's actually ready. So the only challenge I have with actually the Cairo Coda in itself, it's very CLI based. So you go with the API, you get an API key to use it, and then you sort of create a request, and then you tell it, generate for me an ERC20 smart contract, and then it gives you a response. So they're still also in the CLI base. They don't have like an ID or anything, or the general UI platform where someone can interact with it and then generates. So sorry.
White coding?
No, like I'm saying a platform. The way we have like a web app.
You mean interactive?
Yeah, it's still not yet interactive. So
I think another question kind of linked to the Web3 native code generation part is more about the auditing part. I think that's where it's interesting. I think you mentioned, based on my understanding, it's like automating or trying to automate auditing part.
Yeah.
First, my question is how visible right now, given the tools, is that? And second is like, it's not only code auditing. You're actually doing, especially in DeFi, there's additional auditing, right? Because you're deploying something, there's a lot of money in it, and there are additional economic auditing.
Yeah.
That's very hard to automate.
Yeah. So I think since already he's here, I think he would be the best person to explain the auditing side, since we're doing a collaboration.
Okay.
So it'd be super cool to, get to hear his side. Yeah.
Great progress. Yeah.
Sorry?
Great progress.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And this is Flowlink, right? This is yeah. Sorry. Yep.
Hello everyone, GM. I represent to you Flowlink, a platform to make crypto payments accessible and more compliant and more easy. So why Flowlink? So we had this story, Alan here. I remember he had scholarship to go to Germany. So first of all, he was supposed to actually study in Germany. And number one, he had everything in terms of tuition fees. He had accommodation and everything was ready. But then his visa was rejected. Why was that? Because Alan was a crypto personnel, he actually makes payments through crypto. So he doesn't make payments through the banking system. But then if you're going for a visa application, they do ask you for a bank statement. But because we don't have that tech yet inside the crypto ecosystem, it's very difficult to actually get a bank statement which is more of like a crypto statement. So that is why Alan's visa was rejected. And this is not only related to only Alan, it's global. So international students, when international students are actually making payments, it's very difficult because I remember my brother also had the same issue. He was also receiving money through crypto, but because he doesn't receive his money through bank statements, he has to now take the money from the crypto, if it's Binance, and send it to a bank to just show proof that he's actually making payments through the bank. And this is very difficult. Global businesses, so it's very challenging. So how do crypto companies prove that I'm actually an employee whilst they are making payments? And banks like Africa, how they actually prove that you're actually working in a particular company is through bank statements. So you need to register through the bank and show that, okay, this is what you've been doing in terms of transactions. Remote workers. So now there's an issue in terms of me traveling. So imagine I'm a digital nomad and I'm traveling through countries and they want to prove that I actually get payments from somewhere. It's very difficult to just tell the person to go to Etherscan to check proof that I'm actually making payments or I'm actually making transactions on the crypto ecosystem. DAOs and Web3 organizations. And as I go on, I will explain why it's important for Flowlink to solve some solutions in terms of DAOs and Web3 organizations. Now, a solution. So first of all, it's not everyone that know a lot of knowledge in terms of crypto. Number two, it's not everyone that wants to go to Binance to go and check a lot of things on Binance, because Binance actually has a bit of compliance, but the issue right now is it's difficult to actually get that data from Binance. Secondly, it's very difficult to actually go onto platforms, to go to Etherscan and then search for what you are looking for on these particular platforms. So Flowlink actually solves it all. So Flowlink is a very easy application where you just need to tap and you're able to generate a particular link to make payments on that particular platform. Flowlink also creates something called Vault for enterprises. So you can be able to automatically set payments to employees to make payments on companies. Also, what does our product involve? So we have one which is called Flowlink and we have one which is called Prooflink. So Prooflink is more of like an integration into other platforms. So because of our compliance feature, we would also be partnering with banks and other ecosystems to have Prooflink integrated into other applications. And Flowlink is more of the interface. So if you want to use our platform, you just need to come onto our platform, just generate a link, and you're able to make payments through companies and through employees and employers. Now, the target audience, we are targeting SMEs. So as I said earlier, we are also targeting businesses that are supposed to make payments from one place to the other. We are also targeting DAOs. So DAOs are decentralized organizations that operate without any centralized company being involved. We are also looking at startups who want to pay their employees and they want to use more of a compliant application to make those transactions. And we're also looking at cross-border workers and freelancers. Now, the business model. Number one, we are looking at subscriptions. So we have a Pro Plus subscription where we'll be involving some things like Volt AI integrated. And we also have subscriptions where you need to pay, maybe if you're doing more than 50,000 transactions, you need to pay maybe $300 a month or $200 a month with us, and we also take some fee. So we take about 0.2 to 0.5% on each transaction being made on our platform. And we are also looking at future revenue streams. So for example, for proof of link, if someone integrates our platform, maybe we'll take some percentage from that particular banking system or that particular crypto payment system, and then we would see, because this is more of like a partnership, so we'll see how many percentage we take from that particular company. Now, this is our competitive landscape. So as you can see, we have traditional banks, we have enterprise blockchains, we have crypto exchanges. But then FlowLink is at this side. And in the next slides, we'll be talking about why FlowLink is actually on that particular side. And as you can see, FlowLink has compliance. So we are also looking for it because there's an hash key, which is one of the most compliant applications. And we are looking forward to get more advice from them and get more integrations from them to see how we can actually integrate FlowLink in terms of compliance. So even though we're also looking at the African side, we're also going to look at the Asia side to see how someone can even receive money from Asia to Africa. And then, yeah. So this is the technical architecture of FlowLink. You want to come as well? Yeah.
So hello everyone, I'm Amiral and I will be handling the technical side of FlowLink. So firstly we have FlowLink, which is a front end. So it is basically built on encryption and end-to-end encryption, so it makes everything very secure and also scalable. So so it's very intuitive user interface for business of all sizes. And then after that, under the hood we are running backend services, which are running basically on microservice architecture, which makes our application and makes all the payment that happen in our application, like millions of payment, very seamless. And then we have our secret sauce, which is our proof link engine. So it is also like another product, but we are also using it under the hood with FlowLink. That is our front end. But in the proof link engine, we are actually doing the compliance and the audit. So this is major work for us. So which makes it, it's kind of an MVP itself, because it's AI-powered policy engine, provides help with the compliance with different countries, what are the rules and regulations there, and then for seamless transfer of the funds, we are in the blockchain layer. We will be able to do cross-border payments very instantly and without the fees that happen in the traditional banking environment. And then for security infrastructure, we are using automated CI/CD pipeline and a regular security audit to be compliant all the time.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. So this is our product roadmap, and we are still talking on how to make it better. So we are looking at compliance payments links, which is going to involve other tokens. For now, we are focusing on stablecoins because stablecoins is one of the platforms that have been being used in terms of crypto payments. So for now, we are focusing on only stablecoins. Also, programmable compliance vault. So this is going to be focused on SMEs and enterprises. And then we are looking at reward asset subscriptions. And for this, since we are going to have a lot of partnerships with a lot of enterprises, we would see how we can actually tokenize T-bills into our ecosystem. And then the last one is cross-border payroll rails, which is more of like if you're in Asia and you're in Africa, how are we going to streamline those particular payments? And why now? So FlowLink is the future. And a lot of talks have been happening in US about stablecoins, in Africa about payment systems. And it's very difficult for banks. People are now going beyond the scenes to make transactions because they don't even know how to make those payments. But then if FlowLink comes in, now payments will be seamless because banks can trust us. Also crypto payments organizations can also trust us. So we are more of like the bridge between the Web 2 side and the Web 3 side, or the traditional institutions and then the crypto institutions. So these are some of the things we learned, and these are some of the things we are planning to do. For instance, the one I want to highlight is more of like seeing how we can integrate hash key features and seeing how we can get more advice from that particular ecosystem. And we also learned a lot in terms of compliance. So we have someone from our team who does, from Alan, who has experience in law and has experience in terms of compliance. So he is going to take care of that side too. So yeah, this is the team, and that's me. I'm more of like a builder and a researcher. You have Avriel, who takes over security. We have Samuel, who takes over the product and then the front end. And then we have Alan, who is the compliance auditor. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
also great progress, because
Yeah, thank
you didn't mention request finance once, which was
Yeah,
my
thank you.
feedback. It seems like, yeah, more differentiated now, not just like a piece to the puzzle. I think that they can make the problem stand out, and also like the solution, like you know, people, like we're in a global economy, but most people don't have banks, or like getting a U.S. employer to like send to the Philippines is a hassle. We make it seamless
Yeah.
and auditable. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Hashi Chin's team will arrive next Monday, and they're gonna also have the workshop there. And maybe I think next week you could discuss a lot with them.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
to see. Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, I actually have a question. It's quite interesting, since I didn't see it last time, so I wouldn't be able to track the progress, but how do you like stay compliant? I didn't get that point.
Yes, so to stay in compliance, number one, we are doing a lot of research, which Alan is taking care of that. But then because we don't also have a lot of information about compliance, HashKey is one of the exchanges that is more compliant in terms of like the ecosystem. So we are planning to have more talks with them.
It's actually globally compliant, or it's more like a particular region?
It's more global compliance. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they can do business in America?
For now, no. And for now, that's why we said we are focusing on Asia and then Africa.
Got it.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it's more about like traceability right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Than like being like super compliant. But yeah, I think it's one of the next steps.
Because I'm thinking of the use case, right? It's saying the visa got rejected, etc.
Yeah. So yeah, I think
The compliant
you
part.
should understand like what do those agencies need, and like what are their standards, because you could have this and then they'll be like, what's floating, or like why is it compliant or something.
Yeah.
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 And
So
also,
yeah.
sorry.
No, yeah, that's what I mentioned like before, but it seems like it's more different now. It's like a pseudo crypto bank kind of thing.
Yeah. And then we also did a bit of research. We realized that there were like other companies, so like Request Finance and TradeFi, who do similar. But then TradeFi sometimes takes like 3 days for you to receive a receipt or on-chain proof. And then for Request Finance, we saw that it's sometimes the compliance is just more of like a receipt. But then like for instance, if Alan should have still used Request Finance, the Visa people wouldn't still accept that because it's not more compliant. But then if you're able to partner with some of these institutions and see what they actually want and then integrate it onto our platform. So when you even check the proof of link, sometimes the KYC is important, sometimes it's not important. Why is that? Because some of the like visa requirements in Ghana could be different from visa requirements in Kenya. So if they need the KYC as a way of receipt, then we can now integrate it as a plus for you to receive payments in those countries. So for instance, someone in Singapore doesn't know how compliance works when you receive money in Ghana or in Kenya. So what happens is that he would put a KYC plus there for you. So as an employee, you need to like go into KYC. But let's say if you are making payments from Singapore to Malaysia, maybe you don't need the KYC because they already have the data. So already the employee does not need your KYC, so you can leave that aside and make that payment. Yeah. So based on some of the partnerships we do in Africa, for instance, HashKey takes care of Singapore and some places in Asia and even globally. So it's more easy for us to work with them to see how we can be more compliant in terms of payments.
So yeah, I think I mentioned, I did like the B2B payments, and I think you have to focus on like specific cross-border corridors.
Yeah.
Just because you can't tackle like the whole world at once.
Sure. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
Any more questions? Do you have any more questions?
No, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will have a break and have our tea breaks. And, oh my goodness. I didn't know. There's a lot of fruit and snacks apparently, and let's come back at after 10 minutes and do the
Oh yeah, lots of improvement, like week over week.
I think this one was better. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? Or you think? Yeah, thanks.
Mostly, yeah.
I think this one was better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, she also did like a presentation last Friday.
I checked her.
I think she's based here.
No, he's bigger, but he's traveling.
Okay.
I call
I think they're planning to do some hacking.
This is good. What's the name of this? It's berries.
This is great.
It's grapes. Big grapes. I think ours is actually smaller. Our grapes is. Yeah, thanks.
You
Thanks.
had a
Thanks.
presentation yesterday.
Yeah.
I had to separate you.
But this one, yeah, need that. Yeah. But I wasn't really.
I'm trying to tell you, like, if it's more about compliance, you must mention like certain.
Oh yeah, the US on US
Africa.
The
regulations.
focus is not fast like all global, because even when it comes to compliance in the US, it's so.
Also, we are not touching me. I'm not even touching US anytime soon. Never. US, yeah, no.
had it like today, but it's like he said like he responded like yesterday, last night.
Oh yeah, also the time difference.
It's not bad. If he does, it's 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's 12 hours.
I don't know, 12 hours is such a popular topic. I love it.
Yeah. Because me, I went through the sessions again with like the YouTube, and then I placed some points down, then integrated it into the slide. Yeah, I need more feedback. Yeah, more feedback from.
When I started, I used to work for the
Test it
Chamber
and
of
see.
Digital Commerce.
That people, you don't say
No, that's in
what's
DC.
this. You just take it and eat. Or
We are from which state?
I'm from Florida.
Florida.
Miami.
oh, hope it's still not sounding.
Grew up in Kendall and then like moved to Brickell
Okay. Do you speak Spanish?
a little bit, but I'm pretty good at understanding it. But,
There's a lot of people speak Spanish.
yeah, all my friends growing up from Latin America.
Yeah, I'm good. I was raised here.
Yeah, I love empanadas, especially Argentine empanadas. Yeah.
Argentina is really good. And then steak too, but it's hard to import steak here, so. I mean, here means like.
No, I think you could get Argentine steak here.
You mean the Singapore?
Yeah. But the thing is, the steak from Argentina is not as like marble. Yeah. Like it's not as fatty.
No, it's bad.
Not as fatty.
As
I feel like Angus, like USDA Prime, is like pretty nice.
the one I had in Argentina is like nice stuff. Well, the thing about Argentinian steak is just good in general. It doesn't matter. You had to fuck it up really badly while they taste bad.
Yeah, like I went to some of the like nice restaurants. It's like so thick, like the thickest steak. It's like two bones thick for like a ribeye.
They're like what's that called? Asal.
Filet mignon.
No, it's not asal. It's like costilla. It's like costilla. Bone. The one with bone.
A bone-in ribeye
Bone.
or tomahawk.
Not tomahawk, but with bone, and it tastes really good.
Yeah, I had tomahawk there, a couple ribeyes.
There means Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the next level, right?
Yeah, I stayed there for like a month, like 3 weeks. Only in Buenos Aires and Palermo, Hollywood.
Hollywood. But I don't Hollywood. Yeah. Nice. I grabbing micro center in the center. Yeah, water. Right, probably.
Do you want to come back? Ladies and gentlemen. So, hello everyone. Do you want to come back? No, you don't want to come back. Okay. Take your time. You want to come back? Okay. Let's slowly move towards the table and do a Tai Chi and meditate. Okay. I think Audrey is in the toilet. We can start. Tiny Peg we have. Yes. And from where's your name? And then moving on that. Yep. And,
Oh,
and so the rules is like altogether you have 10 minutes, and when you can divide your own time, like how many you want to present and how many you want to talk to the audience and the judges.
Okay.
So when 5 minutes, I will hold this up, and so you know it's okay. It's 5 minutes, and you can decide to continue or yeah.
Okay,
Quick or
thank
slow.
you. It is too long for me because I'm new here in this week. I only have an idea and a solution, not a demo. I want to do a project named TinyPay. I want to let crypto everywhere. So why I do this? When I arrived at Singapore, I don't have a SIM card, so I cannot pay. I want to, so I want to make a project can pay offline. Let's see the pay situation today. Such as WeChat Pay, Alipay, or PayPal, they are offline looking OR. Visa and MasterCard, you must take a card. And some USDC card, it's a crypto scheme, but Visa and MasterCard is hurt. It is hurt. And cash, it's hard to carry. So I want to do pay, how to say, pay application, application or paying totally offline. It named TanyPay. I copied Jobs this picture. How will I do that? I'm still building it. I didn't finish that. My solution is if you are there are two sides. One side is you send your USDC or Ethereum. The other side is who receive it. The people who send it, he will deposit, send some USDC into his smart contract, and he used this smart contract in our offline application to generate QR, and the receiver use our application to scan the QR. They can get the crypto. So it means that the payer could be offline, but the receiver must be online. This is my solution. I still building it. Maybe the next week I will show you the demo. I only have 3 PPTs, right? Slides. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay. How do you think these ideas?
So does like the smart contract know that the QR has been claimed before it releases the funds on the other side?
Yeah, you before you want to pay, you should deposit, for example, 100 USDC into a smart contract, and you use this smart contract. Maybe it's transaction ID in our application, offline application. It will generate a QR, and you can take the QR to 消费怎么说？ To spend, yeah, to spend this 100 USDC everywhere offline, but the receiver must be online.
But does that mean you have to spend like $100 even?
$100 even.
Like
what?
You go to the grocery store, you only have like $100. Like how do you get change or something?
How to understand? 这什么意思？
就是你这个
我
怎么找钱？
怎么找钱？If you have $100, 100 USDC, and the receiver need receive, for example, 40 USDC, he use our application to scan the QR from the payer, and type in 40 USDC. No need for.
But you have to
cash.
trust them.
Yeah, we will use some crypto, how to say, cipher 密码学知识怎么说？Yeah, cipher technology. Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you.
So carry on. Thank you. And next we have Howard, the Sustainable Fan of Wall Street Consistent.
我继续说中文啊。
I'm not going to translate for you because your stuff is too difficult. I couldn't understand.
对，上周我讲了，
You're on your own.
It's
不
okay,
用
I saw
翻
the website, yeah.
不用翻译，不用我自己。就上周我们讲我们的 Outstate 模块，就是和Panel 与 Panel 不同的一种收益率代表模型和稳定币那个基础设施。这周我讲我们继续讲我们的 Avalanche Minverse 还有 Pure Lend 模块。然后 Avalanche 和 Minverse 我一起讲，因为它们比较类似。Avalanche 它是一个无风险的一个，对于投资者来说一个无风险的一个社区代币融资的一个范式，它能保护投资者免受内幕交易还有欺诈等风险，同时还能帮助融资者能够获得持续的一个融资，建立双方的信任来实现双赢。Minverse 它是一个以 Meme 为支点的一个共识启动，还有 staking 和刀治理的一个平台。它是围绕着可持续的价值观以及 Avalanche 理念构建的。这是我们的一个，我讲一下这个流程。首先呢，用户呢在我们这个参与这个分好几个阶段。第一个在创始阶段的时候，用户比如说用 USDC， 他首先会在 Outstate 将它通过 Rapstake 转换成我们协议自己的稳定币。然后在流动性锁定阶段的时候，USD 它会分为两部分，一部分会和项目代币或者 Meme 组成一个交易对，然后获得的它流动性 LP 会被锁定一段时间，并且会被包装成一种特殊的 PR 代币。这个 PR 代币会和另一部分的稳定币组成一个新的交易对，剩余的 PR 会发送给用户。然后这个创始流动性是它的交易手续费，它的处理呢，如果是 Avalanche 是面向创业团队的融资方式，它的手续费将会直接分配给创业团队。同时创业团队它的 token， 它会有一个locker， 就是在那个流动性解锁阶段之后，它才能进行逐步的释放。如果是 Minverse 如果是社区的话，那么这个手续费它会它有两部分 ，Meme 那部分分配给一个 Meme 收益金库，稳定币的那一部分它会分配给 Meme 到国库。然后在流动性解锁之后，用户可以将 PR 代币燃烧，然后从创始流动性池中赎回他们当初的创始流动性。这样的话，相当于一个特点是就是 free 就是说，因为在流动性解锁阶段，用户可以将他当初参与创始资金全部赎回出来。这样的话就是，即使是最极端的情况，就是没有任何人交易，他也能确保他的本金不受损失，并且还能获得免费的代币。fair 呢就是指这个模型它完全避免了内幕交易，因为所有的用户他在创始阶段他的参与成本是一样的，并且用户他收到的是 PR 代币，这样的话就不会在二级市场对这个市场进行产生抛压。然后再讲 Minverse 这个刀治理这一块，就是用户他可以将他的 Meme 质押到 ERC-20 里面去，获得一个 stake ERC-426的 stake Meme， 这个 stake Meme 同时也是刀的治理代币。然后你持有这个治理代币的时候，你就可以在刀去提交提案或者参与投票，来决定刀国库里的那部分资金如何使用。比如你可以拿这部分资金去开发使用程序，或者是举办社区活动，做营销，或者是慈善捐助，或者是解决现实世界相关的问题，任何就是社区驱动的行为。然后并且这个为了激励刀的活跃度，就是治理，像每3个月一个周期，每个周期刀国库你未使用的就结余的资金将会分配给这个刀里的每一个参与治理的用户。这样的话就是对于提案者来说，他必须要提交高质量的提案来说服社区里的成员来放弃自己的短期利益，来获得社区长期的增长。对于投票者来说的话，他们必须仔细的审核这些提案，来将他们的资金分配给更具有长期价值、有意义的提案，并且保守并且防范他们的 利益受到恶意体验的侵蚀。另一个pure learn 的模块呢，这个它是为 F-Launch Miiverse 设计的一个专用的一个借贷市场，它允许用户立即释放 pure 代币的流动性，并且通过与 Outstake 的整合，它将用户在 Launchpad 上的头寸，把它转换成一种结构化的一个金融衍生品，来进一步提高它的资本效率以及优化它的风险收益配置。因为 PL 代币就是通过 F-Launch 模型啊，就是 PL 代币它本身也是一种收益资产，所以说用户可以将 PL 代币在 Outstake 上进一步给它拆分成 YT 和 PT 代币，而它可以将 PT 作为抵押品，在借贷模块中将它的当初参与创始的本金重新借出来，但它只需要付出一部分利息。那通过这个期权市场进一步变换，可以给它变换成一种杠杆创世的工具，就是可以用户他只需要支付比如说10%年利率嘛，他只需要支付一部分利息，他能借出10倍的资金，然后再去参与创世，然后获得的 PR 会拆分成 YT 就发送给用户，而 PT 就抵押进那个借贷市场。然后这样 PR 借贷模块呢，它就是相当于就是重新革命了 Launchpad 现有 Launchpad 生态，它首次允许用户可以通过杠杆的方式来参与资产发行，并且极大的提高了资本效率以及长尾资产的早期流动性，同时还重塑了一个风险的问题格局。相比于传统的 Launchpad 来说，因为传统的 Launchpad 它的早期参与者往往都是短期的投机者 seller， 而不是项目或者社区的长期支持者。那 F-Launch 呢，它通过直接限制抛售，来将投资者就早期参与者与项目或者社区的长期利益将它们一致，然后这样的话就是将这些早期支持者转化成了纯粹的多头的支持者。即使你需要早期进行退出的话，你也可以支付一少部分利息，通过借贷市场将你的本金直接释放出来，同时持有 YT， 继续保留那个未来的收益潜力。这是我们那个一些网站一些资料，我们的 waitlist， 以及 demo 网站和测试网站，还有我们的文档里面还有包含了目标用户、商业模式、增长费用以及 GTM 策略，还有我们的 Twitter 的一些，所以有没有什么问题
？What do you think is the most top 3 aspect for DeFi protocol if they want to invest money?
What?
What do you think is the top 3 maybe aspect for DeFi protocol if they want to fundraising?
I think getting like the yield points kind of interesting, and then being able to like use that in the fair launch.
This?
Yeah, this is like you shouldn't have this in the deck. It's more for like the white paper.
这个，这当年应该是在放白皮书里面，不是在present的时候。
有没有什么问题呢
？Is there any questions from you?
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of mechanism design here. It's actually better for a sit-down meeting to go through all the details. 我说这有很多那种细节 chart 的东西，就其实不是很适合 presentation。你必须要把这些东西发给对方先研究。一般这是第2次、第3次 meeting。第1次 meeting 你是要 high level 讲你在做什么，而并不是这么多 detail。然后之后他必须研究好你之后才能跟着你的走，不然现在很容易就是他听不懂就 lost. Yeah, I was saying like this is probably better for the white paper, like second or third meeting, we just read the white paper ahead of time, so have a thorough discussion instead of first time, just high level.
Yeah.
你觉得 design protocol 的话，他们要获得 invice 最要讲清楚的是什么
？Yeah, I'm trying to follow first of all. It's first time I'm seeing it. 然后
不管这些技术细节。
对，因为你上来就是 assume 就是我上次没来听，比如说，然后你上来就是说接着上次讲嘛，就我一开始就是中间就非常容易就不知道怎么回事儿。我这 DeFi 的话，现在说实话就是你能产生的收益，然后还有你怎么获得 TVL， 很多东西你没有 TVL 的话，你是这个费用赚不起来的。有收益的话，其实也很难讲，因为有时候你要是纯靠收益的话，你如果没有获得足够好的收益 sustainable 收益的点，就是可持续的高收益的点的话，你这个整个 TVL 撑不起来，你可能这个费用赚不起来。但你要提供高收益的话，可能不可持续。这最难的。你设计再复杂的这个 tokenomics， 它有可能赚不起来。
这些我也思考过这些。可能他没写 PPT 里面。
presentation 的时候，因为就3到5分钟嘛，你需要从整个的概览性的讲你这个协议到底要做什么东西。其实这些东西它其实是你的设计机制什么之类的。机制这种东西呢，一般是就是你后面他们 technical 的人或者是他们设计的人，开发者就是 VC 里面其实也会有做 research， 然后做那个研究相关的，然后做 developer 相关的，所以那个时候其实是在下一步，然后他们开始对你这个项目感兴趣了之后，会要你很多的一些技术文档，然后你的机制设计，然后会发给比如说 research 部门，然后让他们来看你这一套东西是不是能够像你说的一样正常的 run 下去。这个其实是后面部分的事情，对，所以你前面其实最重要做的是你需要有一个整个的，就是你这个项目到底要解决什么问题，然后你怎么样解决这个问题，然后你不用写到太技术细节的部分，对，不用写到太技术太设计机制的部分，对。
OK。
设计机制的话，你要想解释的话，就是比较这种
high level 的解释
high level， 或者甚至用 analogy， 就是那个比喻你这个项目某某某，就是大家都在用 Pendle 什么的，然后这样的话，知道这个玩 Pendle 的人可能就知道，但是不玩的话可能就不太。但是你想，就是说聊的对象的话，基本上也是要懂，或者是有过一些DeFi常识的，做一些大的 protocol， 比如说 Uniswap 怎么 work， Aave 怎么 work，Pendle 怎么 work， 他应该都知道，不然的话也不是你的聊天对象，因为他不知道 DeFi 怎么。
对。
但是你不能上来就算他很懂，他也有时候很有可能没法就是跟着你这个。
Yeah, right now it's presented like 4 different products instead of like one platform. Like on the website, like for OutSwap, it seems like it's just a feature instead of like something you would want a lot of people to kind of, use this AMM. Like for Pump.Fund, they don't really advertise Pump Swap. It's just kind of in the product itself, and it's not like really something that you go to that's separate. Because I think if you go to this right now, you're going to be overwhelmed.
后面有点没听清楚。
就是说，整个现在感觉像是零碎的几个，就是
不，这个模块它底层是组合的，是相互组合的，并不是零碎的，这是一环套一环。
就讲起来，因为你分段讲的，对，所以就是其实是你整个的平台的机制设计你要讲，不是机制设计，整个产品需要讲好。然后比如说这些只是其中的某一些模块。
对，你要讲的是产品，你不是最好不要讲的具体的机制。
但这些模块，像流程处里面这些，它同时和几个模块同时都使用到的。
对，然后但是不用到这么detail的细节，对。
这些东西你要提前读的，你不能上来就讲。
OK。
而且你讲的对象其实是后面，比如说 VC 里面的 research 团队，然后或者是 VC 里面的开发者什么之类的，然后他们会来看你这套机制到底能不能成功，他们会来评测。
OK。
对，所以。
然后我提个小意见，就是其实我觉得 基于判豆本身做它的策略，可能会比单独另起一个协议，然后和判豆竞争会更好一些。
这个其实我们其实和判豆并不是竞争关系，而是弥补了它没有捕获那部分市场，因为他们主要是对有积分的那些的协议的继承那些有积分的协议，为他们做了一个相当于一个 TVR 的积累但是实际上你很多 DPI 产品，它有积分的时候，它可能在判豆上面上了，但它空投之后积分没了之后，你在判豆上再也看不到这个协议了，因为判豆它现在模型是无法去支持没有积分的那些生息资产协议的，而我们是早期是做这一部分的。
我觉得你们所有的技术细节应该都一般来说没什么问题。然后，但是你面向所有人的时候，你应该假设它，然后包括他们真的是第一次不知道你的整个产品是什么，所以你需要讲你整个产品到底是什么东西，要解决什么问题，就不要一下带到太细节，因为他们没有那个背景知识的，没有那个背景的情况下，你把他们突然拉到一个非常细节的部分，然后所有人都会 lost， 就是会迷失掉。
谢谢。然后我们可以后面继续这个大家如果感兴趣的话可以继续下聊。然后我们
now we welcome the
next audience the first time rather than just the maximum.
No, I think it's
It's good. It's just too much.
Yeah, it's a second step.
Yes. It's yield hunter.
I hold it. Can present.
I think it's
Present.
Yeah, but I need to full screen. Okay.
How do I go back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm here to present about Yield Hunter. Now imagine if you're a trader or a DeFi maxi out there with a lot of assets lying in your wallet, but you face a lot of challenges like doing research, finding the best yield opportunities, and just navigating the DeFi ecosystem is just too much work. So here comes Yield Hunter. So funny story, according to pump.fun, you like pump.fun so much. Yeah. According to some statistics, only that percentage, 0.76, made at least $1,000. This means that so many people in the DeFi ecosystem lose a lot of money trying to find profits or just make profits with whatever they have in their wallets. Yeah, so this is the problem. Complexity of DeFi, scattered yields all over. Like you have 85 wallets with so many money somewhere. Then manual farming is too much work for everyone. And this actually leads to annoyance. You get so annoyed and so pissed with everything that you're doing. So Yield Hunter comes with a solution for all these problems. So it's a DeFi AI-powered yield aggregator. It will do all the research for you and automate all your allocation, reinvestments, and your money in your wallets. It's also super user-friendly and maximizes the returns on your assets. So this is just how the workflow of how Yield Hunter works. Once you connect your wallet, it scans protocols like Aave, Compound, and all the rest for the yield opportunities, selects optimal strategies, of course, using ML models, then execute transactions, as simple as that. It also monitors positions, like if Aave has a higher percentage to curve. Depending on the mode that you've chosen, it will do it for you. Yeah, my target market for the app are the crypto traders, DeFi, maxis, degens, and investors who have way lots of money, but they have probably zero knowledge about protocols and all that. Business model of Yield Hunter is a subscription fee for accessing Yield Hunter. Then there's a small percentage of profits, not on capital but on profits. If you invest $1,000, you make 150 as profits. There's a small percentage of within the 150 that goes to Yield Hunter. Then referrals from protocol partnerships. Yeah. So these are the go-to-market strategies. Once you collaborate with the DeFi protocols like Aves and the rest, Yield Hunter is launching on the superchain ecosystem because EVM has a lot of activities going on with everyone from BNB to the main Ethereum having a lot of protocols and opportunities. Yeah. We also grow community on the native platforms for crypto people like X, Fakasta, and Discord, and publish frequent content. Yeah, traction of the team will be on the DeFi security experts, founders in experts in AI like I, and also working with major protocols. Then the vision of Yield Hunter is to build some of the smartest trading in Web3 so that at least traders can profit from data-driven and informed knowledge, and of course become the default yield strategist for everyone in the DeFi space. So Yield Hunter, of course, provides powerful solution for navigating the complex DeFi ecosystem. Yeah, and maybe in future. Then, yeah, thank you. Please use Yield Hunter, and instead of just have dinner with your candles. And this is the goated team of I don't know what to do, but you know them. This is me, Cindy, and Christine. Yeah, so that's about Yield Hunter. And we have, I wish, I had 5 minutes. I wish I could do a small demo, which I did last time. Is it okay? But I won't be connecting to your wallet. Oh yeah, now the name is there. So we're working on, this is just what happens once you connect your wallet. I'm not connecting, don't worry. You go to opportunities. These ones are done with the AI that is trained on protocols. Then for instance, this is the manual mode. You can choose. Maybe you have BNB. So PancakeSwap right now is having a very high percentage. You can just deposit funds. Wallet not, if it were connected, it would have sent me to PancakeSwap. Then there is the AI agents part that if you are a base maxi, you can use the base agent. If you are a Ethereum maxi or BNB, BSC maxi, you can use this. Or if you have assets on Polygon, you can just use that to provide for you. Then if you are like lazy or you just like using natural language, you can use this to prompt like show me. This is a Chinese keyboard. Show me top opportunity. Okay, top opportunities. So if you use natural language, if you are not knowledgeable in crypto, you can use that. Top opportunities. Yeah, if you do that, it will opportunity. You have to be very specific, but I'm working on that. It will show you the top opportunities. Then Telegram is also integrated. You can access it from Telegram. So that's what we're working on right now. Yeah, I'm done with my presentation.
Yeah. You shouldn't have the pump.com because it's kind of unrelated. You should say there's trillions in blockchain wallets not earning yield. Because it kind of goes back to Queenie's presentation. You want to have the TAM. Just put it out there.
Okay.
There's billions, trillions in wallets not earning yield. Why? It's hard. You have to search. You have to do all this research. And then you kind of get in. Boom, solution. Yield hunter. We find the top yielding opportunities. We rate them by risk, and we present it in one platform. And we automate it, so you could be done in like 1 or 2 clicks.
Thank you. Yeah, I can.
I think for the chat box, you're using the LLM, right?
Yes.
So what's the model you use?
We're using OpenAI. Yeah.
And how you solve the hallucination problems of the LLM model? I think this is a big issue for the agent file adoption.
So in the character file, this.
I mean, I think AI has serious hallucination problems. So sometimes it will give some wrong answers on the liquid mining.
Yeah, that's what.
I know there's another project called Syric. They are working on the agent file on the liquid mining sectors. And Trader product, I have the input code on Trader product. I think it's simply just chat box, ask a question, and they give me some feedback. But I don't think they still cannot do the liquid mining automatically because of the concern on hallucination. You get my point?
Yeah, you said which company?
Asterisk.
Maybe Asterisk.
I mean for lending protocols like different lending protocols, Gita and Alamang, they do the best. And for the liquid mining, the top one is Syric, THEORIQ.
Yeah, I'll see you later. You show me the link. Yeah, but also on that, if you write the character file properly for.
Feedback from AI might be wrong, right?
Yes.
So this is the hallucination problems.
Yes.
So how you solve it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you specify on the character file on the exact things to, when you prompt it to answer you, it gives you the correct
we don't
definition.
We don't have time, and you can talk. We can talk after, and also you can ask.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for more assistance from you on that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Any questions?
Yeah. And we have next one.
He's just behind you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Stable Hawk.
Yeah, hi guys. Wait 1 second. So hi guys. The good news is it's online. You can test it out. So it's the hub for stablecoin because stablecoin is very hot these days. So the new innovation is trying to improve on the existing market UI. So the existing UI is say that you want to go from one chain to another. You got how much funds do you have? But the new API and the new methodology is to have a balance where you can see where is a fund located at and where are you intending to go next. So that's the proposed. So you can, this is the improved UI where you have to deposit funds inside and then subsequently you will withdraw it. So this is the progression bar where funds you will see where users will be prompted whether to sign on MetaMask and some stuff. Yeah, so when you enter the website, you can key in the password to try out this feature, but you have to use your own USDC and gas fees on the network. So the regulatory parts that we just found that we need to have the license to provide bridging service in Singapore. So it's a future problem to solve because we have to implement AML and KYC for users. So I'm not sure where is it going to lead to. Like it's either we move the whole service offshore, or we get MA's license, or maybe you just stay as a side project for me to sort my USDC around chains, or maybe to use it for other use case like educational hub, or provide more stablecoin content. That's about it for my project. Any questions?
Yeah, why would people use you versus another bridge?
It's more open where you can see all your balance in one view, whereas in the conventional ones you have to click on each chain to see. So with a clearer view, and you can manage your assets more efficiently. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go through the process of getting a license.
Yeah, that's my concern.
Yeah, see if the product, like people use it first.
Yeah. That's why I'm opening for like testing and user feedbacks. Yeah, but I'll definitely use it if I want to bridge to some other chains, like because it's real fast with the new API, and cheap as well.
Is there zero or training say the API?
This API is provided by Circus. Is their new API EVM compatible? So yeah, so they provide the API. I just use it and test it to build on the front end and also the tech stack and try different tech.
Yeah.
Coding.
So you know, since the most important part is not the technical part or UI something like that, but it's more focusing on the go-to-market. Why you will win in the market, which is very important.
Yes. I don't think that I will win the market, but I mean, the market provides faster, cheaper ways to do it, but this way of doing it is more secure because you're directly interacting with the API, and
yeah, so because your technical part is based on Circle,
yes,
that's why what is your advantage? So that's what you need to tell the audience, tell the judges what is your advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I think that being the first to build this is the first mover advantage, but maybe like in a few months people will just build it, but I don't know. I just build it to try out the UI, the experience. Yeah. How I would like to use it as a user, as to bridge to other chains. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, it would only show like USDC, not USDT or any new stable coin.
Yeah, because the current API provided by Circle is only only support 7 chains, but my goal is to have other like USDT with layer zeros API.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the future goal. But to have similar format where you can see the balance as well, so it's more clearer and you can bridge. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, the Sentry agent.
Do I have to put it somewhere? Sorry. Wait. How do I got you.
Or you can just hold it on your hand.
Yeah, but I just don't want. I think it's good now.
Yeah, it's good.
So hello everyone, I'm Aviral and today I will present Sentry Agent, which is a cybersecurity toolkit which allows one-click fixes for instant remediation for smart contracts, and also it have a multi-agentic auditing system which comprises of comprehensive coordinated checks by multiple agents, and also it have a verifiable audit trail. So whenever you are doing security audits using our platform, it's all verifiable, and basically there are unchangeable records, so you can always verify what's going on. So what's the problem about that I'm solving using Sentry Agent? So right now the Web3 security market is kind of broken, because right now it's mainly the Web3 companies are having manual overhead. So that results in dev time wasted, and then there is a kind of reactive posture to it. So it's like when there is an attack, then only they are working on solving that and fixing that approach. And then what we are proposing is that it will help to build a proactive security, which means automated workflows, early threat detection, and also like there is a lack of visibility. That's what we are doing. We are having the audit trails, so it's all verifiable using our product. So during the analysis of everything regarding security of Web3, so I mapped out all these attacks that are possible, and that all links to smart contract attacks. So as like Web3 is very different from Web2, so there are different types of attacks that are not usually known to the developers that are shifting from Web2 to Web3. So right now also there are multiple auditing automated tools, but what's missing in them is that they use like manual or either single agent scanners. But what we are proposing is we are having a multi-agentic system. So to keep teams in control, what we are having is like we will have an up-to-date documentation about CVE databases, and it will automatically fetch whenever there is a new CVE in the databases that is updated. And also we are having up-to-date documentation of all the libraries that the developer is going to use. And then we have multi-agents. So there will be a vulnerability agent, and there will be different agents for different tasks. And then there will be also be a communication agent that will help to communicate. That will help like the agents to communicate between each other to provide more comprehensive answer, and also like prevent stuff like hallucination, because we are grounding all the data using up-to-date documentation and CVE databases as our high quality data sources. So the market size, so this is the market size slide. So in the TAM right now in the Web3 security market is like 3.38 billion, but it's projected to like up to like 128.19 billion. And the broader Web3 ecosystem that like contains like all the current Web3 apps that are like DeFi, stuff like that. So that's projected up to 33.6% CAGR. And like right now, the concern is like 95% of the Web3 devs are concerned because of the security, and then the audit cost that generally a manual company charges is like it basically costs a lot. So that's what we are also solving. Because it's going to be very automated, so we are giving them like doing like all these security costs will be lesser for like companies or Web3 projects that are like just starting out, usually in the early stages. And then we are also targeting the continuous monitoring market, because it's very aligned with Sentry agents. It will help automate everything and also manage continuous monitoring of the project. So this is our sustainable growth model. So for open source projects that are in Web3, we are giving them free vulnerability scanning. So they will be able to do free vulnerability scanning. What they are not able to do is one-click auto fixes. So one-click auto fixes is basically like you got all the problems in your code, and then with the help of this, it will automatically fix all those changes, which will be available in our paid subscription. But they will also get the security reports and community support, whereas in the commercial tier, we will have dedicated support, and advanced customization is basically like they will be able to get their internal documents also in our system. And yeah, it's like continuous monitoring will be available, so it's automated scanning. Whenever there is a new push to the code base, it will automatically scan. So this is the demo for Sentry Agent. So right now we can see the website Yield Nest, and I want to like do a security scanning using my tool. Yep. So this is the current deployed version of Sentry Agent. So here you can see the website, and then right now it's in early access. So I can just go sign up and then log in. So I can log in via Google or MetaMask or the platforms as well. So now when I'm signed in, I can just go to the security scan, and for the particular website, so I can just add the code base URL of their GitHub. So here we go, and then I do a run security scan. So here right now it's creating an audit session. Yes, there's some problem with this, I think. Okay, it's working now. So it's downloading the repository files, scanning for vulnerability, and then this is the executive summary of that particular code base that we scanned. So it scans 18 files, you can see, and then there was one solidity file which have 7 vulnerabilities, and it will give all the detailed the code that is actually vulnerable with the problem and the recommendation, and there is a confidence score here, how confident it is with that particular recommendation and the problem. So these were the vulnerabilities found in that particular code base, and then what I can do is I can just preview PDF, or either I can export the PDF that have the full report as well as the scan ID, which is basically verifiable. This is for audit trails. So yeah, that's it for the demo. Then we can move to, can you remove it? Yeah. Yeah, so as I demonstrated, there were multiple vulnerabilities on this website, as we got to know from like their code base scanning, and then as I have shown, the application is live. You can check it out here. Yeah, and something about me, who is building this application, that I'm a master's student, and I'm doing computer science and specialization in cybersecurity. I'm also parallelly doing another degree in data science and programming from IIT Madras, and this is my experience. I've been working as an AI intern, data science intern, as well as I was a part of open source contributor in Google Summer of Code, where I also did a publication in a RAG-based agentic system, and I was also a cybersecurity intern and a section leader in Code and Pace. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the demo was quite powerful.
Yeah.
So maybe because during the live demo day you're not gonna be able to do that, so just have like a video of it.
Yeah.
But it's really powerful.
Yeah.
Actually, a question about auditing, right? You're trying to cover a lot of edge cases, right? To make sure it's more from the code perspective, not like I think I had that question before, but you're probably the right guy to answer the questions, not the economic part, right? You're not doing simulations or things like that. It's more on the technical part, right? You following?
Technical part, like for the code piece?
You're covering all the use cases, right? Unit tests, etc., to make sure. I'm assuming you're also doing integration tests to make sure the overlap of the unit test is covered. I'm assuming behind the scene. But what if you're doing DeFi, there's certain scenario where beyond 30 threshold or below 30 threshold, the protocol become more vulnerable. That's something we still need to do, right?
Yeah.
So this is more code.
Yeah, more on the code side.
Okay. So do you think this will put auditing firm out of business? Yeah.
Sorry?
Auditing firm is quite a profitable business, right?
Yeah, especially like when it's like fully automated. So, like as an audit firm, they actually like for manual testing they charge us a lot.
But
so yeah.
Because although this manual charge a lot, there's still exceptions, right? Where they didn't catch a certain bug, right? I'm assuming in your case, what happened if you didn't catch a certain bug? Who would be responsible?
You always give a disclaimer, even the manual firms.
Yeah, no. But they will be held accountable, right? Yes. Or their reputation got damaged.
Usually like damage, but there's a lot of auditing firms that have like they're like notorious for having bad reviews. And they're still in business. Yeah, but I think the auditing firms maybe still have like work because of the edge cases.
And also branding.
Yeah, I mean like for 1inch they had like 5 or 6 audits for the last version.
So the point I want to make is more soft rather than like hard, technical part. Assuming yours is equally competent as a person, obviously this is better, it's more economical. However, your tool, since it's so like everyone can use it, might not provide the branding that if you are audited by a certain firm, get and piece online, so that other people use the platform.
Okay.
That's something you probably think. I just think more like the go-to-market part.
Yeah.
It's more focusing on the project or the consumer. It's also a choice to for the consumer.
Okay, definitely. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we have O Kitchen. Yeah. All right.
Should you what? Okay, so yeah. Thank you.
Stefan.
One of the charges is not here. May I continue or wait for?
I think it's fine.
Wait. Is this working?
Yeah, it's the sound receiver, so it's not speaker.
Okay, I get it. Okay, my project is called O Kitchen. O stands for on-chain, so the project's full name is called On-Chain Kitchen. And our team includes me, Nikki, and Rashmi. Nikki is going to arrive tomorrow. Yes. So this platform is for derivatives works of existing work. Based on popular manga, anime, or video games, series, who are going to interested in these products. According to China Venture, with tickets revenue existing 20 million yuan, which is Chinese currency, the investors are eyeing the anime comic exhibition market in China. the organizer of the anime comic exhibition explains that by that organizer, a large-scale comic exhibitions in China typically generates revenues in more than tens of millions of yuan, and that's just primarily from ticket sales and booth fees. And for example, last year, the Hangzhou CP31 fan exhibition generates approximately over 6,000 fan booths and generated approximately over 1 million yuan in booth fees and over a 2-day period, assuming a daily fees of 120 yuan per booth, and with approximately over 200,000 attendees in that 2 days. So that's pretty large scale for at least in China. So our platform is targeted to Generation 0. They are easily receptive to new technologies and are sensitive to content censorship and sensitive to content plagiarism too. And they are active in online social networking. Yes, that's globally true, and have a strong sense of belonging to the online community, and have a high user, stickiness online. Compared to other products of existing, this is from Web2 world, and this is Farcaster, and this Hey on this protocol, and this is Mastodon, this is Blue Sky, this is Fanwork community platform. This is archive of our own, started in 2008. This is Pixiv and Laughter, and this is Unifan, a new platform that started recently. And this is Red Note. And for the apps below, they share the common characteristics called low community verticality. So for like fan culture community members, they are more into high community verticality, so that they can communicate with their similar enthusiasts. And these centralized apps share the same problems, which is our platform is aiming to solve. Our willing is to free users from excessive censorship and plagiarism concerns and unauthorized use of data. For example, AI misuse of data. So our platform lets data follow the users instead of users follow the data. So our willing is going to give our users content production and distribution freedom. And this is our repository on GitHub. And it has currently 7 forks and 6 historically contributors, and gained currently 9 stars. And here are 3 active contributors. And I'm Ray, and Nikki, she's going to arrive tomorrow. Arriving tomorrow, and Darken, he cooperates with us online. And special thanks to our Shanhaiwoo members who give insightful opinions to me on this project. Thank you.
Thank you. And do we have any questions?
I think for the several slides is need more just not the sentence of as the whole slide. It's more visualized, to give more visualized, no matter the market share is something. You could have some sentence from the publications, but you need to make it more visualized.
Yes, I'm going to do that in the next few days for details of visualization of all those market data.
Yeah, and also the data program roadmap, what's the plan for the data, the go-to-market strategy, things like that.
Okay.
So is censorship really an issue if people are talking about anime?
Actually, it's in China. perhaps you're not familiar with Chinese strict censorship, content filtering policies.
Even with anime?
Yes, of course, with anime.
It's the derivatives, like slash stories.
but for most of derivative works, they are non-commercial, so they actually
The thing is
philosophy. They
Yeah,
didn't violate the laws at all, but they can be like censored. Yes.
Yeah, I think since it will be the public demo day, so you could use another word or something else to.
I get it.
Because it also will scare some VCs.
Yeah. Yes, sensitive too.
Yeah.
I get
So
it.
you need maybe use some other features to.
Yes, to ambiguous describe that description.
Data ownership, the word,
Yeah, I think overall the comment, like Audrey said, like have more graphics, and also try to not read the slide. Read like you have the bullet, just trying to expand.
Slides,
yeah, trying to expand the points instead of read the point.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do
and
that
then,
read the points.
and then like for everyone, when you have the team, you should have like some highlights about each person.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I missed the highlight parts. Actually, mostly corporates within online. They handle PR and I review it, and that's a lot of work since we only have 39 branches. And Nikki, she just joined us this month, so and Darken, he joined us last month, and they are all like volunteers. And yes, I put my team jobs wanting for community members. So yes, and they volunteer to join this project.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I see it a lot. Like, people put the characters up, but I think people, if you want them to invest, it's more about trust. So you should have your real face,
Who are they?
your your whole name.
Sure.
Yeah.
And also some background.
Yeah,
Okay.
background.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is going to be more in details in the future.
Okay.
The logo's cool. I like the logo.
Okay. Thank you. So our last one is eCash.
Zcash.
Zcash. Yes. Zcash.
How many projects you guys got? I think you have to choose one on demo day.
They were like each other sitting on each other's team.
Yeah.
It's not allowed.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if I'm an investor, I'd be like, how focused are you?
No, this one is just to share with people what we are building in Africa now. Kuja.
You want to come?
No, just the two of us.
Okay.
So the core team couldn't make it to Shanhaiwoo, but
That's why you represent.
yeah. So we are the face anyway. Yeah. So Zcash. We'll just start anyway. So Zcash is a solution for mobile payments across Africa. In Africa, there's a problem of transacting cross-border payments. Like if you come from Kenya, he comes from Ghana, transferring money to Ghana takes a very long time, and the transaction costs sometimes don't make sense. Like if you're transferring maybe $1,000, the fee could be as high as $100. So here comes Zcash that enables sending money across border to be super fast and extremely cheap. So Zcash is built on the Celo blockchain, which is a mobile-first L2 And so this is why we built Zcash. There's no need for seed phrases because your app is paired to your mobile number, so you can just instantly pay or receive cash paired to your mobile number. No complexity of blockchain jargon that you have to know. All you have to do is just use Zcash to buy and receive money. And we all know the eco-friendliness of Silo, and then it's designed for Africa since many people in Africa prefer using mobile for transactions. Banking is not that popular as it is in developed countries and Europe. So that's why Zcash. And also, according to the Africa's digital payments markets, as at 2028, it's growing to 15.8%. So with over 500 million mobile users across Africa, Zcash leverages on that. And so far, I'll let Ernest talk about what Zcash has achieved so far.
So currently, Zcash has been launched in Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, and Nigeria, and already they've done a lot of like beta testing in countries like Kenya, Ghana, Uganda, and Nigeria. We've gotten like a lot of user feedback. One thing Zcash also does is that it's focused on local stable coins and also stable coins, and so you can send money from, let's say, USDT to someone in a mobile number in their currency. So one issue that we have, even in we are sending money from Kenya to Uganda, it's very, very difficult because number one, when you are sending like $1,000 or $2,000 outside, they don't allow. So like for instance, for Ghana per se, if you are going to Kenya, they tell you that the limit of money you are supposed to carry is like $2,000. You can't carry above. So imagine you are in Kenya and you want to make a payment, you can't make it in Kenya shillings. So what Zcash does is that when you have stable coins or a local stable coin, automatically when you get the person's number, you can be able to send money from stable coins, which is USDT, to the person's Kenya shillings. And also we've been able to like get partnerships from Pretium. So Pretium is the mediator. So what Pretium does is that you can be able to receive the USDT and automatically it changes to you. So we don't have to provide the liquidity for ourselves because one thing about payments is liquidity. So because of that, we partner with other ecosystems to make this work. The other thing also we've done is we are planning to go into Momo. Momo is one of the biggest companies talking about Ghana. In Kenya, it's M-Pesa. In other Francophone countries, it's called Orange. So we are trying to see how we can like talk to them to integrate and make payments accessible to everyone. And we are also in Nigeria, which is PalmPay. And so these are all we are planning to do, reach 10,000 installs in Ghana, Nigeria, and Kenya, because those are the countries that they have people already in terms of the team. We are planning to also have something like integration of stable coins. So for example, Ghana became one of the best performing currencies in the whole world compared to dollars. And someone even asked me, how can I be able to purchase Ghana cedis? So with Zcash, you can be able to hold local stable coins like shillings, like Ghana cedis, local stable coins, and Nigerian local stable coins. We also partner with Mento. Mento is also the provider of the local stable coins in Zcash. We are also planning to do community. In Africa, community is one of the biggest ways to promote markets. So Zcash has a community where they do like weekly quiz to engage more of the community because it's more about who refers someone. If the product is good, the community will refer more people. So every time we try to bring people onto that particular community to refer each other. And we are planning to also integrate M-Pesa, Paystack, and on-ramp platforms. So for now, Zcash has only off-ramp. We are planning to go to on-ramp in the next time to come. Yeah, so for now, we have Frank, who is like the business development, me.
Yeah, the core team, they just couldn't make it. So
yes, so we didn't add a lot of them. Runex is also like our lead in engineering. He's in Kenya. And then we also have other teams, but we didn't add them because they couldn't come for the Shanhaiwoo. Yeah. So yeah, this is Ccash cross-border payments focused in Africa. Yeah.
And you can scan live?
On Android, so you can use it on Android platforms. And currently, so if you're in Kenya right now and have USDT, you can be able to send money to a number. You don't need to have their current, which is M-Pesa. You can just take the person's phone number and be able to make it. And one thing we also didn't add is the revenue. So we are planning to go into, one of the revenue is transaction. So we take a bit of transaction fees. And compared to the corridors, we realize that Africa is growing from time to time. Already, we've passed about 20 billion transactions in Africa alone. So making from Egypt to other countries like Ghana, Nigeria, they have like a lot of transactions. And when you see the revenue growth, it's been increasing from time to time. But the reason is that right now it's getting very difficult to make payments, even in like other Francophone countries. So that is basically Ccash. Yeah. Thank you. Is any questions?
Yeah, so like M-Pesa, they're in Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria
No.
already?
M-Pesa is only huge in Kenya. But then, so when you now come to Ghana, you can't use M-Pesa. And now you have to use something like MoneyGram. MoneyGram takes like 20% of your transaction, and it could even take like 3 days to receive that money. So imagine you have Ccash and you are from Kenya. Now you don't even need to have mobile money, because if you want to have mobile money now, you need to be a citizen of Ghana to be able to register. But then if you have Ccash and you have USDT, you can just be in Ghana and then just make that payment. Because one thing about Africa also is that every country has its giant. So for instance, in Francophone, Ivory Coast, they have Orange. So it's a SIM card, but then it's also a payment system. In Kenya, they have M-Pesa, which is like a giant. Even though we have MTN, but they are the giants. So MTN doesn't work too well. Then in Ghana, we also have Momo MTN payments. In Nigeria, they also have Momo, but then it's PalmPay, and they use bank accounts. So those ones are also giants. So how to have that interoperability in terms of cross payments is very difficult. So they still use this Western applications like Western Union, MoneyGram, Accure. They have something called ACCUR, but then still they are not really efficient because it delays, number one, and some of them don't even work on the weekends. So on the Saturday, on Sunday, some of them don't work, so you have to wait to make payments on Monday. So imagine you have Ccash, and it's also a non-custodial wallet, so it's linked to your email, so you don't have to get your seed phrase to make payments. Yeah.
Like it's really stifling trading across Africa.
So I think, if you use the PayLink, you should integrate. So
Yeah, exactly. So now this time the Flow Link could now integrate with Ccash. So now companies can now make payments with Ccash without any issue, because still it's a crypto platform, so it's very difficult for people to still trust it. So if you're able to integrate FlowLink into this particular application, now people can now be making payments, and it could even generate link for you. So you don't have to even take your phone number now, it's automatically generates for you to receive money on these platforms. Yeah.
So how many people have downloaded the app so far? Like how many people are using it?
So far we did like a beta testing for like about 300 people, but then after we had to update to version 2 on Play Store. So for now we have more than like 100 plus people using the application right now. But then the community itself is about 200 plus, because we already had people downloading the version 0. But when we updated, we had to re-update the Play Store. So for now, showing on Play Store, it shows just about like 100 plus people using the platform.
But it's able to work interoperably, like
right now it's working.
Momo.
Exactly. So for instance, when you are now in Ghana, like let's say I'm from Ghana and I go to Kenya right now, I can now make payments into your, let's say you are a Kenyan person and you have M-Pesa. So let's say I come from Ghana and then I'm now in Kenya and I have USDT in Ccash. I can just ask for your number, your M-Pesa number, and then you are able to receive your Kenya shillings in your account through Ccash.
Maybe to make it clear is we've tokenized local stable coins. So when you have money in Ghana in Ccash, it's tokenized into the crypto format. So you send it to me in form of crypto, but then I receive it in our local currency using the FX rates.
Oh, so there's like a, that's the off ramp, you mean?
Yeah,
So there's like a tokenized M-Pesa. Yeah.
Though that one also is there, but then we also have like partners. So we integrated Pretium. So Pretium that does the off-ramp for us, because we sometimes it's very difficult to actually interact with M-Pesa itself because you need to have liquidity. And because for now we don't have liquidity, we integrated Pretium. So Pretium that does the off-ramp. So what happens is that Pretium is an application that can change from USDT to their currency.
It's nodes of merchants, people who take USDC and send you your local.
But it's very instant.
Yeah,
so in less than, and that's one of the capabilities of Zcash too. So in less than like 5 seconds, you're able to receive your money. Even less than 3 seconds, you're able to receive your money in your wallet. Yeah. So yeah, that's for better. I don't know if it will work in Singapore because Singapore has this one, but
yeah, but then so like I feel like people will receive, but they don't have like USDC or USDT.
Yeah, so that's why for our roadmap we place on-ramp there. So on-ramp is when now people don't need USDC, so automatically you can buy, like how like applications work, where you can buy points directly from your fiat. So what happens now is that they don't even need to have this thinking of having something like USDC. They can just buy from their Momo or M-Pesa, and then they know that they have a point or USDC in their account, and then they can send it to someone. But that feature for now is not there. So if you have USDT or USDC or local stable coins, then you can make that payment. Yeah.
And like, do people in Kenya and Ghana, they want to get rid of their shillings to convert to USDT?
Yeah, so it's very important because even for me, I had that personal encounter. So I remember I went to Kenya because I was a Ghanaian and I didn't have any shillings. And so what happened was that I used a similar platform, which was not fast though.
No, I meant for like investing, like as a store of value. People like to hold dollars.
Yes. So I remember someone was asking me, because Ghana became one of the best performing currencies. So someone was asking me, how can I buy Ghana cedis as a store of value? And there's no platform to like say, okay, I'm now coming to take the Ghana cedis. So Zcash can be more of like a store of value also.
Yeah.
Where you can say, okay, now I'm coming to buy Ghana cedis, like how you use USDT as a store of value so that you, for hedging. So cedis could also be one where you say, okay, now I can buy cedis on Zcash. And then instead of getting the physical cedis, you get our local stable coins. Yeah.
Okay, I think thank you for representing Zcash.
Yeah.
And I think, thank you everyone. It's been a great week, and it has been great weeks. Yeah. And I think do our three judges want to say something in general, comments on the project?
Yeah, I think a lot of you improved, but yeah, I would just make sure like that problem solution statement, and try to like just ask ChatGPT for like a 10 like slide kind of format, so you could kind of follow that. Makes it super easy. And then you could also like type in what you're gonna say, and then ask for feedback to like make it more catchy, like make it more compelling. So yeah, and then less words on the slide. You don't want to read. Just keep it simple. Keep like the catchy stuff on the deck, and just use it to remind yourself, like, oh, I'm saying this, and then I have some other thoughts about it, and that's gonna be in your head. And if you have traction for that, always highlight the team like I mentioned for the previous.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think John pretty much summarized. I think some of the recurrent pattern, I see a lot of slides. It's just a lot of text, just have more image and try to understand the point to present it concisely and have the right image image to present your idea. I think it's critical. And obviously, it's like tractions, and I think demo's good, but it would need to be considerate of the time. I think, I don't know, the final presentation have a very strict time restrictions, but really, generally speaking, demo, especially working product, would be quite engaging, live demo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this week a lot of the project we could see has a great progress, but still some of the project is it's just below the average. Just to make sure to add what you learned in the last week. We have the recordings here and add everything you need to the presentation. Yeah. And also for the connection is very important. No matter you have the last page have the demo QR code or your contact information, which is also very important. Make sure of that. And also, I think for the demo, especially most of the project is also very important for the demos. So have the recording or very easy way to show demo is also very, very important. And for the last week is our last week of the mini day. So we're gonna do limit the time to 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah, it's just because for our final demo day, it's gonna be at the 29th. So last week Friday, the next Friday is our one of the rehearsal for the final demo day. So just make sure to limit your time to I think 3 minutes. Yeah, prepare.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you all. And before we wrap everything up, I want to welcome Zoe and Chris. And what is your name? And you can come over and introduce yourself like a bit to everyone. And also like later on, come to the stage and introduce yourself. And Zoe, yes. Come. And because later on, like most of our team wouldn't leave, and we have all agreed that later they will have a chat and grab some grabs and to have dinner together at Friday night, talk about each other's projects, and so you can join them. And so introduce us. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Chris. I'm from Thailand, and now I'm working on the digital identity. Yeah, as a full stack developer on Web 5, about Web 5, the DID protocol. Yeah, and now I'm looking to know much more about the new protocol on the Ethereum for using with the digital ID. I saw many products like a sign protocol and Ethereum address protocol. Yeah, and I want to learn more about the project.
Thank you, Chris.
Hello, my name is Zoe. Another Zoe. We got two Zoe here. I'm a product manager, and my team actually now working online remotely back in China. We are building a product called NaviMind. So NaviMind is an open knowledge map where imagine like you want to learn something new, and all the information in the internet is pieces and it's fragile. And this is where you can start to learn something in a structural way. And I wish it to be a really decentralized knowledge contribution system where people learned like they can access to the information which are valuable and shared across the whole information, but in a more structured way. And the valid learning can be rewarded through a valid tokenomic system where the contributors can be rewarded as well. And the whole learning system will be assisted by AI as well. to help them. It's going to build based on a neuroscience mechanism to help people to learn better, to digest information better. Yeah, that's the project I'm going to build here.
Thank you. Zoe?
Okay. I think I actually got dropped. But hi everyone. Actually, today I dropped by because I think Shanhaiwoo was really, really cool. Actually, I represent a project called UR Bank. So we are a Swiss licensed bank. It's a kind of an MVP of an on-chain bank. We empower global payment and cross-border payment as well, especially for digital nomads and developer community. And our public launch is actually saying on October 7th. Essentially, once you register with us, you can have a Swiss bank account. And we open also for Chinese citizens as well as Singapore, Korea, Japan, as well as Europe. So the headquarters actually is in Europe. Yeah, so it's quite cool, but I don't want to focus too much about it because I think we're not a sponsor. But we're here also to learn, to get engaged with more developer communities, because we do feel like the AI trend actually will bring out more independent developers as well as companies, and we want to tap into the market to grow with them. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. So this is pretty much everything we'll have to say today about the demo day, and feel free to autograph and to have some snacks and to talk to each other, find each other about each other's projects, and have fun on Friday and have fun weekend. Bye bye.